The lad has been in international football 2 minutes, but has wasted no time in disrespecting the highest honor in the game. The West Ham midfielder is within his rights to choose which country he wants to represent and has got there in the end. Like idiots, we all thought his decision had been Republic of Ireland. That would have made perfect sense given the fact his dad Sean and grandparents Margaret and Jack are from Cork. I mean, if that doesn't make you Irish, then what does? So, having kissed the Blarney Stone as a teenager, Rice set about the task of proving his commitment towards his adopted country by representing the Republic at junior level before going on to win 3 senior caps. But 3 friendlies was all it took, along with some flirting from Three Lions manager Gareth Southgate, for Rice to decide Ireland wasn't for him after all. Rice has barely learned the words to the Irish national anthem before pledging his allegiance to England instead. It must have been an agonizing time for Rice from the moment someone dug out his birth certificate to remind him he was actually English, having been born in Kingston upon Thames. Oh right. Hang on a minute then. Let's have a think about this. So I can continue with the Republic, go on to win 100+ caps surrounded by mediocre teammates, and struggle to reach major tournaments, let alone stand a chance of winning something. Or I can defect to England, win fewer caps but go to World Cups, and increase my commercial value tenfold. What took him so long to choose? In March 2017, Rice pronounced there was no question of who he would eventually play for at international level. Less than 2 years later, Rice has had his head turned. Money talks the loudest in football, louder even than the persuading words of his agent. Individual sponsors will be knocking on his door already. Expect a book deal to be announced soon. Rice has exploited the glaring flaw that exists in the rules regarding international qualification, albeit rules which are wrong and do no favors to people like Rice. But the whole thing stinks. It's made a mockery of international football once again and is nothing short of laughable. Football is now the new rugby union, the sport that has bent the rules for years and seen countries seize on players with looser generational ties in an attempt to improve their team. Cricket is guilty of this too. Cherry-picking at its worst. Opinion is divided on Rice, and some people will quite rightly argue that it's hardly his fault he has dual nationality and is perfectly entitled to switch. The mistake Rice made was pulling on the green shirt in the first place. Once he did this, he pledged his allegiance to that team. His choice was made, and he should have got on with it. But he's abandoned them because England came calling and are more appealing. England's gain is Ireland's loss, but the biggest loser of all is football, and the sport only has itself to blame until changes are made. And the final word goes to Rice's disappointed dad Sean, who said, "I wouldn't have thought for 100 years he'd run out for England. It's just a shame."